Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host GBHL Damian, and this is my hobby vlog number 22. And as you can see, this week I'm going to be showing you my finished Mirkwood Elves. So the ones you saw me assembling in my last vlog, I have now finished. Hooray! Now I know I said I was hoping to get this up last Monday, but as it turned out they weren't quite finished, and I didn't think it was worth just showing you 6 half-finished elves. I try and only do a vlog when I think there's something kind of worth showing you, so even if that means I miss a few weeks, I think hopefully it makes my vlogs a bit better. But yeah, so they are finished. They were again a royal pain in the behind, but I'm pretty happy with them. So as you can see, hopefully their faces turned out alright. For troops, the armour's all been, as always, kind of hand painted, so every hand painted, they've all been hand painted, haven't they, you idiot? As in each bit, there's no dry brushing, it's all been painted individually, so each scale's picked out twice with 2 successive highlights, 3 times if you can count the final wash I put over, and the cloaks have 4 rounds of highlighting put on. I'm not going to dwell too much on the colour scheme because you've seen me paint these guys before. If you actually go back to a vlog, I'm not sure which one it was, a few vlogs ago, I actually went through the process of painting these stage by stage, my Mirkwood Elves. I just followed the same scheme. The lighting in here on the camera, it doesn't quite seem to be showing off the highlights or the blends on the cloak, but I'm very, very satisfied with these. They've come out with the cloaks, I think, look quite natural. Let's try and back away, see if that gets it a bit, and hope they don't look too pink, and they do become a nice red highlight. Again, I think for warriors, they're of a pretty good standard. I'm very, very happy with these, but as before with these guys, I didn't enjoy painting them at all. It was such a slog. I'm glad to have got them done in 2 weeks this time, as opposed to the 10 weeks that my last 6 took me. But they really were hard work. I think what was particularly satisfying for me is the very last stage of highlighting. So I base coat and wash them all, which takes about 4 hours, and then I do 1 stage of highlighting, which takes probably about another, I don't know, 4 hours or something. And if you include the clean-up time, by the time I've been working on them for 10 hours, they've had a set of highlights, but they're still not looking that great, kind of somehow. And it's only that very final set of highlights I do on them that really makes them pop. So doing the kind of Baneblade brown on top of Gorthor brown on the pale brown bits here, that gives it a bit of a whitish highlight almost, and then doing the final highlight on the scales to make them this kind of bright gold, doing a khaki, what's it, khaki stone maybe, so crack stone, that's it, over the Xandri dust hair to make that a bit paler as well. And it's those final touches that really bring it to life. The same sort of thing on the belts. And it's a lot of work to go to for warriors, but as I've said a bunch of times, I think it's worth it. I'm only ever going to paint these guys once, as much as it takes a long time. I'll have them to look back on for years to come. So, you know, I'm pleased now that they're done. I'm pleased with them, but I did not enjoy painting these at all. But I think they're quite cool. This is now 18 of these guys I got done, so it's making, as well as my Palace Guard and my Mirkwood Rangers, I'm getting quite the little Thranduil's Hall army, which of course was one of my goals for this year, was to build up a Hobbit-themed elf army. So that seems to be going well, which is cool. So yeah, those 6 are done. I've also done a couple of shields, as I said I was going to, which are going to be glued to the back of 2 of the glaive models, just to give me some Defence 5 glaives, which would be quite handy. But I don't know if you noticed, thankfully it seems you can't tell anymore, but if you saw my post on the Facebook page, there was an unexpected treat for me when Tom came over the other night and he dropped one of these guys in a cup of tea, which was fairly disastrous. And thankfully, what the hell do you do once your model's been dropped in tea? So I decided to take a punt and just plunged it straight into water, figuring that if the tea didn't ruin the paint and just stained it, the water wouldn't ruin the paint either. And there don't seem to have been, as of yet, any adverse effects. And now I know it was one of these 4, but I couldn't honestly tell you which one it was. So I think I say I had a lucky escape. It's more like Tom had a lucky escape, because the hell I put into painting these guys. If I'd had to repaint one because it was covered in tea, I would have not been happy. But as we line the whole setup here, I'm pretty pleased with them. I think they look pretty good. and they're forming a nice army for me, which is quite cool. So that's good, and that's quite satisfying. And the only thing that makes me really, really angry and furious is these guys, and the knowledge that there is another 6 to do at some point, relatively soon. And I can't express how much I disliked painting these guys. I didn't enjoy the process at all, and knowing that there's another sort of 18 hours worth of work waiting for me in these guys just sends cold shivers down my spine. So I will be getting them done, but I'm going to take a break for a bit now, and I'm going to work on a couple of heroes just to hopefully cheer me up and get me making some kind of progress that seems like I'm making faster progress, even if I'm painting a lot less models. So yes, fairly obviously, if you're following our schedule, I won't be doing a hobby vlog next week, as all this week we're going to be in the States. It's currently Friday when I'm recording this, so there's an off chance I might do a bit of painting today to get me a bit of progress, but this will be scheduled to go up on Monday when we're at Longbottom, and then we are off to the Nova Open. So I will return in 2 weeks' time, hopefully, with a vlog showing you whatever I've been up to since then. But I hope you enjoyed that. They're lovely models. They do eventually paint up really nice, I think. They make a cool looking army as well as a larger force. But yeah, personally, the way I've chosen to paint them and the amount of kind of detail and time I've chosen to put into my method just makes them no fun at all to paint. But hopefully the results are worth it. So there we go, 6 more elves ready, which is a nice tick for me. And yeah, heroes next. So I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog, having a look at those. If you are interested in the colour scheme and how I did it, go back and check out my vlog from a few weeks ago, and it'll show you the stage. It's half an hour long, and it's the stage by stage painting of Mirkwood Elves, and you'll find all the details you need to know. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this. That's all for this week. As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Support Jamie on Patreon. Wish us the best of luck for Nova. Support your Hobbit hobby, and happy strategy battle gaming.